What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminoles,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up. What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole.
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole.
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole.
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned? Make sure that you roll up.
What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole.
Miami Hurricanes.
Vibes, another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I'm kicking it with the illest. Larion, CJ, what it do?
What it do, man? It's overcast and cloudy in Melbourne today. Scattered showers, no sign of sun, but it's nice. It's nice. Yesterday I went out the door, blazing hot, nasty hot. But then when I came back out last evening, it had cooled off quite a bit. Nice breeze blowing through, man. So nice day in the city of Melbourne. Just chill and do some laundry, that type deal. Put on, do a little cleaning up and chill out and watch your favorite
Your day
evening
sound
stuff.
like an old man day, bro. It sound like my granddaddy day, bro.
You come on, man. Everybody got to do that. Either Saturday or Sunday. You got to do some cleaning. You know what I'm
Add
saying?
some spice to it, baby. You got music going. What you got? You got
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Set the ambiance for
Oh yeah. You
shit,
got to
man.
get your cleanup playlist. My cleanup
right.
playlist, it tends to be kind of mellow rap. Larry June, Currency, Lil Key Glock. Yeah. Let that ring off in the air, and getting sweeping and mopping. So usually I try to do that so Sunday could be very vibey. Sunday could be like, all right, what am I going to do today? Am I going to go out, stretch my legs for a little bit, or we just go chill in the house? I might go stretch my legs a little bit, depending on when we get done with this. I'm getting over a little. I think this is my fourth bout with COVID.
COVID still thing? It's still out?
It's still, it's still out.
I took it off the shelf, man.
Man, I was just at the airport going, damn, what happened to COVID? And then I think I got that bitch while I was out there. But see, that's my thing.
But
how do you judge?
But COVID would beat you in 4, bro. They just swept.
That's what I'm saying. How do you judge a win,
year.
though?
Yeah.
How do you judge the win? Because it really wasn't all that bad. Huh?
Every time you get it, that's an
That's an L.
It's an L, bro. You've been getting a lot, too.
Well, they swept me then. That's the fourth one, man. I think that's what it was because, but to be honest with you, it was.
They blew you out one of them games. Like, they blew you out.
See, first game. Yeah. First game, they got me out the gym. I was like, oh, shit, I don't think we ready for these guys. And each time it's been a little easier and a little easier. I don't know it was COVID, but only thing I really dealt with was like a little headache and some congestion. That's really about it. And now I'm just been, hacking up stuff. I really wasn't all that bad. So
every time COVID see that boy, be like, no, they ain't who I think.
I know, right? Run up on me. God.
Motherfucker learned the last time.
But still out here with no mask. Raw dog and life.
giving it all I got. But I got heart. Man. The first one in, the last one out, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't measure hard.
How more you got?
What's up,
what
C?
they do, man?
Yeah, man. Just got back from Tampa on Friday, so my weekend been pretty interesting. Got back and was working out the Pop Warner kids yesterday. I told you guys it's that time of year. Recently got named the head coach, man, of TENN. So that's been going pretty interesting to say the least. But yeah, I had the kids out there getting some work, and it was, oh my God, hot and humid out there real early.
How you liking head coach so far? Like,
Nah, it's cool, man. I guess we'll see when practice actually starts. And I got all these sideline coaches and stuff like that. That's the worst. Warner, bro. Oh my God.
You got Ben.
What's your age group?
TENN. Yeah, so
Okay.
9 and 10-year-olds.
How many? I never coached. How many plays y'all run like offensively?
So last year we probably ran maybe 10 plays, but it's different variations of the 10 plays. Like if I see something on the field, for instance, like I have just making little quick adjustments during the game and stuff like that, depending on what the defense or offense do. And they 10 or so plays, really simple stuff. I don't want to put too much on these kids. The big issue with these kids is just the blocking, the offensive line aspect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get you a mean O-line to Part 1, boy, I mean, that's pretty much anything, right?
Yeah.
But if you get the offensive line to Part 1 that know what they're doing and go to the right guys, that shit is money. You ain't gotta just pinch the guy, get in his way a little bit.
Man, I gotta go coach one of these little league teams, man. I think I have a ball.
Man, go on out there, man. But it's real fun. Once I complain about the heat or stuff like that, and stuff like that. Excuse me. Once I'm out there, it's like
Yeah. I'm time with the kids, man. Building with the kids. I used to volunteer actually, and the state did not make me. I used to volunteer at a community center. So yeah, that was just something I was in school to teach actually back in the day. That's what I was in school for. So I always had a thing for helping the youth, man, do better than I did.
Right.
So
today,
yeah,
man,
I need to get out there, man.
It's been rainy and cloudy here as well today, and I'm like I'm a big grass person, right? So I cut my grass today, and I cut it just in time, right before the rain came down, and I was able to go back on the back porch and chill a little bit and hear the rain come down. I just vibed a little bit before we got started with the show.
Now, see, that's some washed ass shit there too.
Definitely washed.
That grass shit. Neighbor come out with his hand on his hip. Oh, you just beat it. Yeah.
Happy as hell, bro.
Great time in there.
Right.
Huh? Almost got you. Almost got your part. That stuff's gonna grow right back with this rain, so you'll be back.
Right, just like that. The conversation goes just like that. We both proud as hell outside.
So you muted, though.
So you got the wash neighbor lingo down pat, bro.
Oh, definitely.
One time for everybody.
Exchanged aprons last week, dog.
Yeah. Y'all boys had to cook off and had to exchange jerseys. That's dope. One time for everybody hanging out with us in the comments. We appreciate all y'all. Chris, Rogue, No, Anthony, everybody that's vibing with us a little bit. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe. We got a good show on the way. We're going to cover some recruiting. We got some commits. We also have camp on the way as far as our last, not camp, barbecues on the way. Should be everybody's last little recruiting shindig. And then camp is on the horizon. But before camp, we have media days. Should be this week and next week, I think. So everybody's getting prepped and ready for the lies a little bit, bro.
Yeah, man.
You be before you know it.
You got that Venable smoke out there. What's up, Vin? I like that shit.
Venable was
real
talking
specific.
greasy.
Miami on your mind. Boy, we ain't in the same conference.
No,
Yeah,
they
that was
asked him a good
crazy.
question, though. They asked
It
him
was
a
a good
question
question,
like,
about 6 or 7.
they set him up. And then
What
he
was the
went for
setup?
camp.
Okay, because I only saw the answer.
So the setup, they asked him why is he able to recruit after 6 wins at the level he is versus teams like, they didn't say Miami. So he didn't go into Miami, but he hit the right buttons to get Twitter and
Was
social
still
media
locked in with the
growing.
ACC, baby.
Clearly. Yeah, man. That shit ain't had nothing to do with us. You could have went way across the street with that shit.
He ran down on y'all with that Fido, so you know what I'm saying? You can talk
he
breeze all you
owed
want.
us one. He owed us one.
He ran down on y'all for 2.
Y'all too. What you talking about?
Who they got us for?
Jaden Jackson.
Oh no, we got some. We had something higher on the board than Jaden. We almost full, bro. We got he'll be popping this week. We'll talk about.
I don't think he was up there with us either, but yeah, we'll see. I thought
he
he
was
going
a part
back
of the
west.
package deal. Y'all wanted y'all got it was 2. It was 2 from that ended up going to Oklahoma. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
We'll get into recruiting. Yeah, I don't like football. I've just been we start camp. I've been seeing some gist. I don't know what leagues these are, but I'm driving by some of these schools. I'm seeing some little league teams like playing football right now. I don't know if it's like some type of national thing or whatever, but I'm seeing some teams play. But yeah, my son playing for the Suncoast Chargers this year. We started up. I am not coaching. I don't have the patience. I was gonna do it last year, bro, but I don't have the patience. I'm gonna be too
I keep
busy.
saying every year my last, bro.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet. My dad coached me in every sport when I was a kid, man. I didn't like it. So I've been trying to stay away from it just from that, like my perspective as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I had to run more. we had to drop every kid off after practice and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
bro. It was just like it was
true.
torture for me as a jit. So I was like, let me just coach from the sidelines.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
How do you deal with? And both of y'all can answer this because y'all both in that situation. How do you deal with coaching conflicts? Like as far as you feel like either they calling a poor game or they misusing your sons. Like how y'all kind of deal with that?
Oh, I just let it ride for the most part because of the age group. You know, it's plenty of times where I done rolled my eyes at a lot of shit, especially a couple of years ago when I was on the sideline with it. But yeah, just long as they're getting certain things out of it, I'm cool with it at that level.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't try to trip too much. When it's competitive, you know, and the coach calls, you just be in the moment. But I'll never scream nothing like that. I get frustrated from a competitive standpoint. But my approach going into it with my son is like it's about getting better. You know what I'm saying? I know they want to win. They don't care about none of that shit you saying. But I try to teach them that it's the big picture, bro. Like we gonna win some games, you're gonna lose some games, but don't lose sleep over it. We out here to get better, bro. Little League's gonna fly by. Some of these kids gonna be Little League all-stars and never play high school ball, man. I've seen that 1,000 times.
Right.
Stick with the process and what we're trying to get out of this, and we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always curious about that. People be crazy, bro. I'm like, man, come on.
Oh no,
man.
It's South Florida, bro. It be pistol fights.
Yeah, that's what I'm
in
saying.
the parking lot by games, bro. That's real.
I seen the ref get jumped in the parking lot one time. I think that was Texas though. It was a Little League game.
I had a this past 707 season. I got into it with my son 707 coach out there, just on the way he was talking to my son. You know what I'm saying? It was an offensive coach. He never coached defense, and then he just started screaming at my son for something the ref did not throw a flag for. Right? You could coach him on the sideline. So I told him, I said, bro, you need to teach and not scream. Like, I'm from the muck, bro. So football is God, and there's some hard football taught out there, but it's taught. You can't just be screaming at kids like. So
yeah, it's directionless.
Yeah. I don't mind you coaching them hard. Like, you even curse at them. I ain't that dad. It's football, baby. But you gotta be teaching. You just can't be yelling nonsense, bro. All testosterone out.
Remember Marshawn Lynch was like, somebody find me a man.
You find her husband. Where your husband at? That
shit was. I was like, that's that old school. I like that flavor there, man. That's old school.
Yeah, if the audience don't know, so there's a viral clip that went viral a few years ago when Marshawn Lynch was coaching a Little League football team. And there was a teen mom screaming in his face about something pregame or postgame. And Marshawn Lynch was refusing to go back and forth with it. He started telling it, go find, who's your husband? Bring him over here, man.
I need a man, please.
Please, because if a man was talking to me like this shit go down. But
real shit. Yeah, Marshawn is a legend on and off that field, man. Shout out to Oakland.
Sure. Oakland and Cali, they raise them a little different out there, man. One time for the great folks at takeavaycay.com. Be sure to use coupon code ROLLUP at checkout for 20% off of all Delta 8 THC products. All of this is federally legal to your mailbox. Discreet packaging. They have vapes in the flavors of cherry pie, bubblegum OG, blue dream, straw nana, and they also have gummies in the flavors of blue raspberry, kiwi, watermelon, and pomegranate. If you got to pass drug test, we got a sleepy gummy for you right at bedtime. Replace that with a glass of wine. It's derived of ashwagandha, lemon balm, melatonin, and other natural botanicals. Like I said, coupon code ROLLUP, checkout, 20% off. TakeAVayCay.com. The logo is right here on our visuals if you're watching it on YouTube. I'll get right into some Gator talk. Man, before we get it, we're going to talk a little bit, but the rankings are shrinking a little bit, man. Everybody getting some commits and shit. Miami woke up, ended the 3-star streak. I know Larion already getting his bag a little bit.
Boys definitely woke up, man.
Woke up some big shit, man.
I think Mario was like, push the button. He hit a little tweet. Yeah. I told you. One thing about Mario, he only tweets Santana Moss, but he see them silk tweets.
Yeah.
So, okay, they talking wild. Hey, go ahead and push the button on that one, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get the fan base. We need to get these boys a little ammo, man.
They need some morale for sure.
Yeah, give us a rock, man. We out there throwing, dirt rocks.
When I heard who it was, I was like, boy, CJ better cut off some tweets.
I was down in Tampa. We had got Daniel's commitment. Put my phone. Got some tweets off on Daniel's, this, that, and another. Put my phone down and go work out and all that type of deal. Come back to my phone, seeing some damn JoJo notifications and shit like that. I was going crazy on him.
Yeah.
Oh shit, motherfucking committed.
Shit, yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, especially a summer commitment for him at that.
Oh, we're gonna talk.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah, we'll get into
Go
it.
ahead with UF.
One time for the great folks at. Oh, we already did that.
Yeah, you just did that.
Kush Bill,
2 times.
On the
2 times for the great folks.
2 times.
We'll take a vacay.
Quit stalling. All right, man. My Gator talk. We got 2 commits this past week. 3-star defensive back out of Sarasota, Florida, Teddy Foster. One that I've been hitting on for about 2 months. The offer went out to him a few months ago. He came on a visit. His sister's a prior graduate. She just graduated in May. So we had some. It ain't really a legacy. People call everything a legacy, but we had some good momentum.
Ties.
Yeah, some family ties on our side that we like, and also some people close to him are Gators. But Teddy Foster was pretty much down to Florida, North Carolina, and Miami. I knew when we first got him on campus for that official visit. I know Miami was trying to get him that next weekend. I think the kid already had his mind made up a little bit. You know, I know Miami was recruiting him and trying to get him down there, as well as USC out west. They were trying to get him on campus as well. But I think his mind was kind of made up after he got that Gator offer. A kid that's about 6'1.5", 6'2", very rangy. Only has 1 year of football tape. And if you watch that tape, I think it's gas. To be honest with you, I think his junior tape better than probably any DB we took last cycle. Just going by junior tape. But he is a late riser, new to baseball, new to football. He played basketball, played baseball, athletic kid. If you watch the tape, he could go on ball, off ball, press. I think he could play safety if you want him there, but we got him as a cornerback. I think he's gonna rise to at least the top 300. You know what I'm saying? His high school coach, who also coached under Muschamp, he was a graduate assistant under Muschamp, compared him to Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that lie. I'm gonna take it. You feel me?
Hey, you might as well. Listen, it's all prognostication, right? So you're either gonna be right or you're gonna be wrong, and there ain't no. I missed.
My kid gonna be a baller. I think he's gonna be. I don't think we'll need him to play early because of the class we got last year, but I think he's gonna be a guy. I think no doubt he'll be a 4-star by the end of this cycle. But I think he's gonna be a guy. Muschamp tried to get him on campus as well for a workout. He never made that at Georgia, thank God. Cause them boys fire hot right now. Kendall Jackson. When I tried to warn Larion about last show.
Yeah. You know, you've been letting it off for like the last 2 weeks, but I was just holding on the hold because I was really I like that. You know, I was high on this kid, so that would to me is, you know, like I said.
I let the cat out of the bag on accident earlier in the show. I was listening about I gave him a few warnings. So I was talking about the recruitment when they went down to Miami, a defensive end, Jason Taylor. This was all about Kendall Jackson. I got a relationship with his parents. That's who I'm doing the NIL show, the barbershop show with, out of Gainesville. That's his people's. So yeah, they liked Miami, but Kentucky was second. Kentucky was actually a threat because we was playing the game and recruiting other guys at the position, and he didn't have a committable offer the entire time. And that changed a little bit, but Kentucky was offering him the entire time as top guy, one of the top guys on their board. So when it was time and we gave him that committable offer, you start seeing the dates change. He moved up his date and went on ahead and filled his spot in. But an absolutely real good get. Like, this kid, I think, would be higher in the rankings if he camped. He's just a kid that doesn't like the politics of camp, so he hasn't camped a lot. But I think he's an absolute ball player. You know, we'll play him at buck, stand him up a little bit. I think he can put his hand in the dirt if you want him to. But you put him beside Waller in the same class. I love that haul for us so far, man. Coach Spencer's in his bag, doing what he got to do. Good get.
Yeah. I thought, like I said, he's really explosive and really big already. To be 17, 18 years old, however old he is right now. Yeah, absolute good get. You know, he's another one of those guys. Like, I mean, I ain't finna, cap for no 3-star because technically a 3, but like,
I think D-line evaluations is ass around the country. Like it's some defensive tackles that are absolute 4-stars in any class. I think the evals on defensive linemen is just sporadic, inconsistent, but definitely far off. I just like to go by the offers when it comes to definitely in the trenches. We like that with any position, but definitely I like to see who's recruiting these defensive linemen, what defensive line coach. When I start seeing Georgia, Bama, you know, I
Penn
can't
State.
say. Yeah, Penn State. Yeah,
They've been doing their thing, trying to build up the trenches. Yeah. And then a lot of times too, people forget. You know, they only give out X amount of each star, so it's kind of capped off in a sense. So a lot of times too, you have to look at the. You know, it's a difference between an 83 star and an 88 3-star. Not exactly the same. You're not exactly in the same exact range, and they're only gonna give so many anyway. So. But I mean, not to say
they're not counting 3 and 4 stars, bro. I think they just flinging them motherfuckers around. Just keep it a bean, which
I think 4s do have a cap. I'll check on it. I do believe 4s actually have a cap as well. Yeah, I know the 5s do. Well, everybody know 5 do, but yeah, I'll check on it.
Yeah, Kendall Jackson is from Buchholz, local kid.
Yeah,
local kid.
It would have been big. Yeah, I think that would have been a bad backyard miss. But boy, I sure would have liked to. Damn. It go that way sometime.
No, y'all finished 3rd, man. I don't know what Samoa Joe down there doing, dog. But you gotta tighten up.
Doing all right. Don't worry, we ain't done yet. But
this ain't the D-line class you said it was gonna be though.
It ain't done yet. It's not done.
Y'all don't whiff on some of the guys already, ain't it? You still
not that would have made it like the best. Not yet.
Okay.
Not on the one that would have made it the best of this cycle. So we'll see. We still got time.
One guy ain't gonna make it the best. I like my
no, because you still got Stone. You still got Kamarian Franklin.
You feel good on Stone?
He's gonna be I think he's gonna be a guy down. We're gonna have to fight, but yeah,
right.
Yeah, you got Kamarian Franklin. You got Dylan Stewart. I'm probably forgetting a couple of names. So yeah, like the guys that are probably gonna still help us make it, like the top. Artavius out west. Artavius Bryant, I think that's his name. I don't talk about him, but yeah. So we still in it with some guys that's definitely gonna make the difference in pushing that number up. Those are guys that are just decided right now. They're just taking a little time with their process. So and we fighting. Don't get me wrong. Like a guy like Dylan Stewart, I like us in that one, but the South Carolina is a real contender there too. I don't know exactly what Shane doing down there, but he's not doing a bad job, man, being in South Carolina, which ain't traditionally like the best recruiting school out of the SEC. But yeah, so we still got time. Hold tight.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm holding on. Got to watch. I think y'all boys can catch Florida State, but we'll talk about that in a little bit, man. It might get crazy. Y'all catch them boys.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, we popping the trunk. Popping the trunk, man. You know what I'm saying?
Better be popping some more people pretty soon, man.
Popping the trunk. You know what I'm saying? And pulling up on blocks, man.
They better be popping pretty soon, because we not done at all.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think we in too many fights right now. I have to see.
I know we got some more commits come up in July that we still waiting out on.
Okay, all right. That's more time for them to make the right decision, man, and decide better for themselves.
Well, hey, man, I got back to my defensive line recruiting. LJ McCray, he's going to make it to the barbecue. I think I've said that already before. Just spoke to somebody behind the scenes with LJ McCray yesterday. They think it's a UF Auburn actually leading right now. He still hasn't taken that Florida State official visit. He'll take that during the season, so we'll be on the lookout for that. But I want to possibly make the main lane boys pause before the games get played. So if we could get them at the barbecue. Zay Mincy hasn't confirmed that he's going to be at the barbecue, and I think Zay Mincy is down to us in Bama. But if we get both of those guys on campus, I would like for Billy and those guys to close. Spencer's been on fire lately, and that'd be a really good way to just put a bow tie on the defensive line class. A guy that's deciding this week is DeAndre Robinson, 3-star Tech, Orlando Jones. 6'3", 315 pounds. I think he's SEC ready day one, man. It's down to us, Texas, Bama. I think it's us three when it all boiled down to it. The final two is us and Texas. I think we win this out. We'll find out on July 20th if he decides. will be a very good get. Like I say, he's 315 pounds. The defensive tackles we already got right now with Nazir Johnson, he's 300, and you got Makai Boru, he's 340. You know, yeah, you got to, Georgia. Everybody talking about Georgia offensive line, and you know what I'm saying, they firing, they better. If you see they better. You see what we getting on defensive line? They better get an offensive line because we got some fire for that shit soon.
Boy, they got some big motherfuckers, boy.
Yeah, you see the size? Yeah.
You got to fight size with size.
They got a picture on the timeline, Zach Carter and Gravon Dexter standing beside these recruits, and them boys dwarfing them.
Damn.
Them two big-ass dudes.
Yeah.
So we getting bigger, baby. Grill in the Ville is next week. Let me go over the list I have.
You pulling up?
Nah, I'm not pulling up, dog. I'm on vacation, man. I'm gonna be coming back from vacation on the 29th, and I'm definitely not pulling up. I'm gonna drive right by Gainesville.
You just gonna end up tricked into work if you go there.
I'm not gonna have Lion with me. I'm not gonna stop just for some, I'm already know what the vibes is, man.
Oh yeah, you can't eat the barbecue.
Yeah, they don't have vegan options, I'm sure.
Go ahead. Look what you got there.
They're eating bunless hot dogs again. I mean, dogless hot dogs.
Dressed like some mayo and mustard.
Lagway pulling up into town. Ori Williams, a lot of 25 kids. Ori Williams, offensive tackle out of Texas, he's pulling up. I already said L.J. McCray, a big one. Jamari Howard out of Miami Central, a defensive back we're all watching. We all had him on Big 3 flip watch after he decommitted from Michigan State. Michigan State is definitely still in the picture. Some people think that Michigan State could be leading. He's been back up there since and hasn't been to the Big 3. So pretty cool that we're getting him on campus for the barbecue. We'll see what happens with it. I think it goes all the way to signing day. So I'm not expecting any fireworks from him. Wardell Mack is coming back on campus. Defensive back out of Louisiana. I spoke about him before. He's on our board, but not high. He's one of those 5'10", 5'11" kids. I think he can flat out play. But Corey Raymond likes him a little bit more taller and rangier, so I think he's further down the road on the board, even than Teddy Foster, But I like where we at in his recruiting. If we missing some guys, maybe we take them. We'll see what's up with it. Xavier Filsami is pulling up to commit. Favoriel Edwin, offensive tackle out of McDonald, Georgia, pulling up. Commits Josiah Davis and Jeray Hawkins. All the commits, they're pulling up. I don't want to go through all the commits and waste y'all time. 25 athlete, safety, receiver, DB. DJ Pickett from Zephyr Hills, Florida, pulling up. Waltz Clark out of Plant, Tampa, running back, he's pulling up. Tarvis Alford out of Vero Beach. I got him on commit watch. I think he's an absolute dog and a stud. It's gonna be
next cycle or this cycle?
20. Yeah, he's a 25 kid.
25. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get that class rolling a little bit for the barbecue since we kind of solidified. We only taking like 25, maybe 26. So we wrapping our.
Where y'all at right now? We're about 18.
About 18, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't got a whole lot left. But I got Tarvis Alford from Vero Beach linebacker. I got him on commit watch. We'll see what happens. Hilton Stubbs, safety from Mandarin. I like his game. Owen Strip. Oh man, shit! I don't know what the fuck they say. Owen Strip. Streebig.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Offensive tackle out of Wisconsin. That boy come way out here for barbecue. That's crazy.
Whoa. I don't know what the Wisconsin barbecue hitting for.
It can't be that far. He come way down here, man.
You might be on to something.
And Wisconsin ain't the place you really. I don't know. Offensive lineman from Wisconsin, but that's gonna be a hard pull.
Yeah, but he coming. Fuck it. Got to get him on. Got to get him on campus to have a shot.
If I'm an offensive lineman, I'm from Wisconsin. It's gonna be hard for you to pull me away from Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, they got a nice track record.
Right.
Man, people about to come down to Disney World for the week.
Pretty much, but I'm trying to sell hope.
Yeah. Like I say, Wisconsin no linemen.
Yeah.
Kind of speaks for itself.
Right. Kobe Howard, a receiver out of the Panhandle. He goes to Pensacola Catholic. He's pulling up. Jalen Wiggins, defensive lineman out of Tallahassee, Florida. We got a lot of Panhandle boys. They must not like y'all barbecue that weekend. Might got going. Javon Boggs, a receiver out of Cocoa, pulling up. James Morrow, defensive lineman out of Buford, and Riley Pentajon out of McKinney, Texas. I love his game as well. I do not have him on commit watch, but I wish he do commit. James Bateman been hooping as well on the trail. That's my recruiting. I'll double back on some just team updates because I want to hog the mic. That's all I got.
Oski doski. Get right on into it.
Like, and subscribe. If y'all hanging out, hit that like and that subscribe button. We hanging out each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll have a fall schedule for you guys real soon. But the weekly show is going to change, of course, because we do no cap Sundays on Sunday after the game. So we won't be doing our regular show. It'll be a live show, but it won't be our regular Sunday show. We're switching it up a little bit. So we'll update you guys with that schedule real soon.
Yeah. Maybe we change it to Similar Energy Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I like no cap, but if we could go back to the same Energy Sunday, but I just like no cap.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know why you ever changed that. I never knew. I didn't know if it
because it's new. I just want new energy.
Just a whole new.
Yeah, just new energy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it is not the same energy. I feel you. It's no cap.
Right.
I like that. You know, you're a bright brother. You put a little thinking in them. You don't just do. Starting to see that about you. That's a good. One check mark for you, man. It took me 2 years to see it.
I don't hang around people that just do. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous people to be around, bro.
You ain't lying, bro. You ever just watch that dog get out the yard? Like, yeah, that's going to go bad. I like to watch it from a distance. Like, yeah, he finna do something real stupid. God bless his soul. Anyways, I'll start off. We'll do a little. Let's start a little negative news, man. We'll start on the sour side of things. Yeah, we'll get to the whiffs, man.
We got mutual whiffs, so it'll be all right.
Caleb Odom,
right,
4-star tight end / wide receiver. Pretty sure he's gonna play tight end. Is kind of the vibes. I think Ole Miss was the only one really selling him that wide receiver deal.
No, we were too.
Y'all about to say y'all were. So with their kid, we definitely put some resources and energy to. He was the kid though. Like I said, I just had zero idea with him. He just liked everything. The only reason I kind of felt Bama was, I'm pretty sure it was like Fong went ahead and put it in, and then like right after that visit, and I just never heard anybody else feel like anybody else was ever really in the league. Certainly not us. Ole Miss buzz was picking up a little bit at one point.
I told you on the show what I thought he was doing. I said, bro, he's just doing a tour to drive the bag off of Bama.
Just do it. I mean, hey, everybody got a budget, man. Your salary cap, you figure it out. If they got Caleb Odom, high in their room. I like the kid. Would definitely was not. I wouldn't say a need spot this cycle, but it would have been a great get. I kind of explained last time, but real quick, with him now off the board, which I kind of saw coming anyways. We'll circle back on the Tavion kid, and then we'll see. I believe he's actually supposed to be at the barbecue. If we don't get if we don't decide to land there, like I said, I think we may just shut down tight end for this cycle. Because at this point, if you don't got your guys and you kind of hit some whiffs, I don't like the idea of just taking bodies. We took some good ones last cycle too, so I wouldn't.
Y'all been just taking bodies all this whole class. What do you mean?
No, man, that's a myth. That's a narrative being pushed by big Florida. That's what giving that out. Salute to y'all though. Having a great time, man. That 3-star thing it's been a thing, man. I want to shake it off a little bit, but I really was watching the film. Let me see.
Yeah.
But so that we'll see how tight end goes from there.
Let me see what these people thinking.
Yeah. I'm looking for clips all over the place. Now this guy, he does this for a living, and he says we're doing fantastic. And I know ain't nobody hearing that shit, so I just ain't no sense of sharing it. So Galloway, we'll see on that one. If not, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of shut it down. Or maybe if there's somebody they just kind of still like and want to continue to recruit down the line, you may see him press for something like that. But, L there. And then Jaden Jackson, he was a 3-star defensive tackle. We was in his final 5. I think it was along with Florida, I think Texas, Ohio State, and yeah, I think that's it. He ended up choosing Oklahoma. The buzz on him towards the end was that he would probably stay out west. I honestly think, and kind of some of the word coming out was on the visit, like he wanted to pop. But I think the family is, in general, kind of like, well, let's calm down, let's take it home, let's go think on it some more. There's people more out west. He at IMG now.
Let's get this suntan lotion off us and, you know what I'm saying, get back to regular life. And then
to the Dust Bowl out there. Yeah, go ahead back out there. I lived in Oklahoma, the Flatlands. They don't even got no apex predators out there, dog. Yeah, it's like just groundhogs and shit, man. Like the worst thing out there is a falcon. Yeah, so it was kind of trending towards him going back out. Yeah, it is in that sense. A lot of meth heads, so, you know, keep your head on the swivel. But I'm in Central Florida. I'm used to that, too. They out here for
apex. Sure. Meth heads are apex.
Because they don't sleep.
I mean, no offense if you smoke meth. I don't mean to offend you.
If you smoke meth, I mean to offend you. I'm sorry if someone wants to defend them, but no, don't smoke meth, people. It's not good. Use our coupon code. Anyways, yeah, the buzz on him kind of was that he was probably going to end up back closer to home, closer back out west. So he's at IMG right now. So, you know, good move for him and the family. Like I said, he was a 3-star kid, kind of borderline 4, maybe a little on the undersized, side, but he is a good player. He's damn sure a good player. And you just tell, like, by the offers anyway. So, yeah, we took an L on that one. And then Venables, you know, got the popping shit about us getting whooped by Florida State because they played Florida State better. Coach, Florida State played real bad that game. And who cares? You still lost. A loss, man. The L is that L. You still got to wear it. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then let's make it different. But his rival whooped him 49-0. That's we in the same house, man.
Yeah. Y'all definitely in the same house.
He
did comparable wins, and then he got you.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. If you want to do that, you had to beat them boys 55-24.
It was one more game he talked about as well, though.
What's that one?
That Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, fuck Venables, man. I you know the thing is, man, I've always been a fan, bro. That shit you did was totally unnecessary. You way out there. You just shooting at us for no reason. That was outlandish, man. So now it's fuck you. It's up and it's stuck, and I don't have no more love for you no more.
Mario was so offended he blew his wad, man. I don't think he got no more fight this summer, man. He just like, I gotta get JoJo. What are you doing, dog? Drop everything you're doing and commit right now, man.
Don't do it like that. No,
we need some momentum on the trail, baby. As a good recruiter, you gotta be able to pull one out of your back pocket when you you're on a whiffing roll.
Yeah.
You're on a 3-star roll. At some point, you got to be able to grab one. I never thought JoJo was gonna leave South Florida. Just from what I heard behind the scenes, family-wise, and a lot of stuff that he got going on. He's just one of the Miami kids. So I never thought he was going to leave Miami, so I never got caught up in that hype, you know what I'm saying? I know Zach Blowstein came out of retirement with his crystal ball. I said it then. I was like, bro, you tripping. From what I know, that shit ain't leaving Miami, man.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that works in your favor, you know.
Right.
So luckily that played in our favor. You know, there's several things with that commitment. Like you mentioned, 5-star, they got him listed some things as athlete, or some people think he could have played corner just fine. He got some plays on film at corner as well. But obviously we'll be looking for him to play wide receiver for us. Shout out to Kevin Beard, man. Kevin Beard gets a lot of credit on this one as well. Kind of helped seal that deal, and
ran down on the don't, man.
The DVD, my guy, our guy, you know, who I occasionally fuss with Miami fans about the worth of. He was a part of building a lot of those relationships coming in too, or solidifying them.
Shout out to Mac as well.
Yeah, Coach Mac for the Ravens. So y'all, you know, I'm sure most everybody listening to this show know, but there's been a connection to the Ravens, the Miami Garden Ravens. All those boys played together. So once JoJo popped, you saw a lot of pictures pop up.
The package deal worked out for y'all.
Vincent Shavers.
In this case, it did.
Vincent Shavers played for those boys. Wheatley Humphrey played. LaWayne McCoy posted his picture.
I see the science.
Yeah, Chance Robinson posted his. So it was a little throwback Thursday vibe. Them boys was like, oh yeah, them Ravens. Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool moment. Cool to see that. Definitely caught me off guard. Like I said, I was under the weather, and then I woke up and I seen my phone. I was like, what's going on here? A little bit of red going down. I was like, oh shit. So a good way to wake up when you ain't feeling too hot. We needed some, we had to fight back. Had to throw something. Had to throw a swing, man. Just for the optics. So, what you think, real quick, CJ, before I get to my other commit? What's your thoughts on the trader commitment?
Yeah. So, what I was told, and this is a pretty good source that I think that we all can kind of trust in the situation that once Ryan Mack had committed to Miami, that was pretty much the deal for JoJo. As you were saying, his father is the coach of their Pop Warner team, but Ryan and JoJo are real close specifically. So once that commitment happened, I think they're best friends, if I'm not mistaken. Once that commitment happened,
Yeah, I forgot about Mack. Yeah,
the writing was a little bit on the wall for that. So yeah, that's my take on that. I didn't, like you said, I didn't expect it to happen this soon at all. Thought it'd be a December decision, but just hearing stuff in regards to kid is kind of in the moment type of kid, and goes what he feels. So he felt it was time to go ahead and do it, and he went ahead and popped to Miami.
And he felt like that. He got a call from them ugly ass loafers. Do your boy solid.
Call in the favor, man. Sometimes you got to call in the favor.
They've been putting pressure on him, though, from my understanding, for the last month or so, I guess you could say. Like, go ahead and wrap it up and let's go ahead and do this thing. And, just pressing all the right buttons, and it's going real hard in the recruitment. So that was that. And it was interesting because when we did our Boca Raton camp, once we did an FAU camp with Boca, once we did our FAU share camp in Boca, he didn't pull up. He was one name.
He froze, or?
Yeah, he froze.
Okay.
Hit that like button. Hit that like, subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe.
Liggy like. Share with a friend. Post us on your Facebook wall, man.
Yeah.
Facebook. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can, every time you do a little something like that, you'd be surprised. You get one or two more people. You'd be surprised how many people will know you and don't know you do shows and stuff too. So,
yeah, going back to that camp, he didn't pull up, and that's when the vibe started to from FSU perspective. The antenna started to get raised a little bit in regards to recruitment. But yeah, heck of a job for Miami to try to get a little momentum going. It's been a hell of a ride with Wilson and 3 stars. So yeah, Mario had to pull, not to have this one.
I think somebody sent me a picture. I meant to send it over to you. It was you sitting on that bench, but they turned that smile upside down, man.
No, I bet, man. People been photoshopping that pic like crazy.
Hey, it's a great picture too, man. I forgot I had that Uncle Phil one somebody made while I was dancing.
I remember
they put my head on there. I was like, oh hell yeah! I forgot. I said I was gonna use this one for commits. So yeah, I got to pull that one out. Thankfully,
it's probably one shaking on my nerve, bro.
Life of a head coach, man. Football never stops, man. That's crazy. I know I've been in a good mood because last night I was talking football, man. I'll be like, hey, I do that on Sundays, bro. Leave me alone the rest of the week. I was talking it last night, but
no, as far as just recruitment, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out down the stretch.
He can still pull up. Y'all gonna lie on him?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
With that one, like that. You just want to come make sure he made the right decision. You think he'll come out there and waste y'all time and try to go down the street to FAMU or something like that? You think?
What you talking about?
JoJo, like he's still welcome on campus.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure. I just don't know as far as how hard they're going to go moving forward. I just don't know that. We'll see.
He ain't canceled his official, I don't think yet, so he might still come up there and eat y'all food and shit.
We'll see how it plays out. That's one thing y'all probably don't want to do. because he's gonna come to a packed game,
Mm-hmm.
people in the stands and stuff like that.
Oh,
See what the actual atmosphere looks like.
right.
Instead of putting up to that, I guess that Bethune-Cookman game or whoever y'all be playing, and it's about 15 people in the student section. So I don't know, man. But
They're trying to make something of themselves, man. Don't do that to our students, man. They're trying to make something of themselves. I should have an honorary Florida State University degree, as many papers as I wrote for them people I
got you, man. Pull up the game is in dope this year. Pull up this year, baby.
For sure. Yeah, I want that, bro. I wrote a lot of papers.
Out.
I was selling papers when I worked at Target, man. That used to be my little side hustle.
Was it for a clown student?
For a clown student?
They got a circus college out there, bro.
That's who
you writing for, bro.
Circus popular as hell too.
Bounce house. Yeah.
Doing clown papers.
The FSU circus.
Man. Yeah, I wrote all kinds of papers, bro. Biology, psychology.
But just from my source on that, the people that I know that's kind of connected to the kids situation, we'll see moving forward as far as how the recruitment goes from FSU perspective.
Well, y'all still in it for Jeremiah, so
that's the guy they're going all out for.
Yeah, everybody is, man. Jeremiah, man. Shout out to Jeremiah. Jeremiah is the Where's Waldo of football, man. He pulling up. Bro. He pulling up. Yeah, he gonna be everywhere, man. A little bit everywhere. Boy, you make Ohio State fans mad. I love it. Oh, they sick of his shit. they are fully fed up.
I wouldn't lie though. If the shoe was on the other foot,
you mad as hell too.
Hey, goddamn.
But see, I would never type though. I would never type.
No.
Tell him to get the fuck on. Nah, don't ever do that, bro.
Because as frustrating as may be, he's one of those guys you just got to ride the wave.
You just got to deal with it. Pause.
You just got to ride the wave with.
But yeah, man,
he's one of the ones.
Exactly. So yeah, great get. Obviously, that was one that everybody wanted. The Mac, like you said, he lived with the Macs. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I heard that at one point, but then I saw Manny write it on his wall. So Navarro. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I ain't break the news. So
really,
mm-hmm.
I heard it was the quarterback he stays with.
Yeah, I said he put the Mac family, and I thought somebody told me that already, but I was like, I didn't know how private that was, and then I saw it up out, so I was like, okay, well, that's out there, and that Gardens connection, like I said, we got several on the squad, so good get there. We went and we pull a kick though. We saw it look sweet over there. It was hunt time, man. Pull up Bluntstown. CJ over there pussyfooting around, man, and so our boys got caught lacking, kicked the door down. Tell me, put your face in the ground, man. Let me get everything you got, man.
They lollygagging a little bit.
Yeah, you're right here bullseying, man. I was just, okay, it's sweet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them jobs you ain't even plan, but you got to do it. So we went and pulled 4-star Artavius Jones. These guys I talked about before. A crazy athlete, man. This big dude gets around, bro. He's very
a play on his
athletic.
film that stands out to me the most when I first saw the kid film. Was talking about him earlier. He was rushing the quarterback. Got real nice move off the line. It was a screen pass. Rushing the quarterback. He recognized the screen, redirects, catch the pick, and goes all the way with it. So real good athlete, real uber athlete.
Like me, bro.
I'm telling you, he's the
285.
A lot of people was talking about Jordan Pride and stuff like that. But Jones was the best player on that team.
Yeah,
he's the best prospect on that team for sure, by far.
Yeah, I think he played basketball. I think he averaged like 10-9 or something like that, 10-10, something of that nature. They lined him up all over the place on offense as well, just because he is just that athletic. They got that picture of him like jumping up. They ain't on no that's not on no trampoline on the one where he jumping and like doing the ball between his legs in that Miami picture. This kid is just he's a little something different out there. I heard he told Zendaya no, so she had to settle for Tom Holland. I mean, he just got the sauce like that, man. I don't know why CJ people around there playing and bull jiving. You said it yourself that you felt like they wasn't.
I think their plan of attacking him was all wrong. I feel like that's a kid that you push real hard in the summer, bring him in, hour down the road, bring him on an official visit, push hard this summer, lock him up and get his commitment, get it out the way. And I think if they would have did that, I think that would have happened. I fully believe that if FSU would have pushed hard, they're supposed to do with this kid and not. And we'll see how it still plays out. But as of right now, that plan is looking crazy to say the least. To put your ass in the basket for some of these fall official visits. I think certain kids you could do that for, like Jeremiah. I'm cool with that. JoJo, I'm cool with that. You know, those type of guys. Yeah, McCray. I'm cool with McCray as well with that too. But
Jeremiah is a flip, so like you just pretty much everybody.
Yeah, you play this. When I say, I mean those type of guys. Not necessarily just being committed, but those type of elite type of talents. I could understand that you play the long game with. But with Jones, I feel like I'm not saying not taking nothing away from him. But I feel like he's the type of guy that you attack right then and there, try to lock him up, just for the simple fact that he's from Blountstown, Florida. Blountstown probably got about three or four stoplights. Do you take this kid and you put him on the yacht in Miami and give him some jet skis and it's a wrap, you know, you go lock in. So I really think the FSU should attack that recruitment a little differently, make them feel like more of a priority over the summer, roll out a red carpet, and then try to get them committed over the summer. Because at one point in time, I think he did state FSU was his lead in the spring. He took a couple visits in the spring, but then everything kind of cooled off from that.
Yeah, I think you gotta like part of being a good recruiter is knowing the kid's timeline. And if his timeline, if you're speaking to him about when he's going to decide, and he's talking summertime, then you probably got to pick up the heat a little bit. Y'all think Odell took him fishing with the cane poles?
I feel like that shit.
Oh no, he ain't been on campus to do that.
Yeah, nobody feel like that shit. Oh, come on, man. Boys don't want to do that shit, bro. You gotta play Call of Duty.
Some kids do, some kids don't.
Yeah, some of them. That's amazing.
But see, I think you got a country kid like from Blountstown. You think you could put it up at the same time? Take that country kid to Blountstown. He put his ass on South Beach and do some shit like that. Is
changed my life.
It could be a game changer. Yeah,
definitely be a game changer.
My life.
Sometimes you know, like sometimes you get a place. You know, y'all ever been to a place, even like a bar or this is the place for me. You know, sometimes you just pull up like, okay, yeah. Everything is just the way I like it. So
I feel like that every time I go to Miami, but I'll be like, I just need the money.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's Lambos and like it's
You
wild.
ain't got the money.
In Miami without the bread. So I love Miami, dog. But I was like, boy, when I get my money, shout out to my man McKenzie. When I get my money, bro, definitely pull it up in Miami and give me something residential on the beach.
Cannot agree more. I tell people that is the most love-hate relationship I have with a city. And it's only because I love it every time. But then I realize I gotta leave. Yeah. Like I can't stay here. Like you got to go.
I can't afford it. One.
Right. It's hard. Yeah, you can't. It's so hard to afford it, man. And it's not a place with like a lot of industry.
I gotta do it in spurts.
It's
I go crazy for about 2 days. That's about it.
Right. And then reality hits. But yeah, you know, most people down there already bred it up, and you know, you talking about entertainers, athletes, that type deal. So.
I remember that Kevin Hart sketch with he was talking about he was with the NFL friends or some shit like that. They went crazy the night before, bought those boosts and all that shit. So you gonna do the same shit again today. I said, well, I can't do it today, bro. The way my checking and statement set up, I can't do it.
You know what's so funny about that shit? Is I'm like, Kev, you rich as a motherfucker.
At that point in time, he really wasn't.
He hadn't had it like that yet.
Yeah, he wasn't. Where he is now.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't know especially. I know the skit you talking about.
It was like one
still a little early. He wasn't
one of his first big one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm with you. I haven't watched Kevin in some years now.
Nah, that was one of the.
He was getting that money, but he wasn't rich.
Yeah. Not with the. He was being smart. And not letting his ego get in the way. Sometimes you got to bow out, man. Well, that's like if I'm tight
that night before. Best night of his life.
We're running it back.
Back again.
Hey, sometimes you got to tell your people. I damn sure done it before. Hey, bro, you got me. Ain't nothing. Sometimes.
I reported my car stolen the next morning before. Like, yo.
Did that work out?
Yeah, it did back then.
Nice. Yeah, now I heard it. Yeah, it's tough.
Here's the thing. You go down to Miami, you have a good-ass time. You got to get out of it. If you're not going to keep buying, they're going to get you out of the section. So if you don't keep swiping that shit. So the next morning, I woke up, realized the girl number I got wasn't the real number. She didn't give me the whole number. I done spent over $1,000 in the clubs. Like, I lost that card. I don't know what happened in Bank of America.
I've been bamboozled. Hey, they steal from us every day.
I stay on Palm Beach. The charges clearly say Miami.
I don't know. I don't even participate in establishments like that.
Been in Miami
what is this now? King of Diamonds. What is that? Like a poker club or?
Right.
Yeah. Oh wow! No way!
No way.
Anyway, let's see. We done got way off track. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about no more.
Oh, we was talking about Bluntstown jit going
Oh,
on in Miami, man.
yeah,
We all started dreaming about when we was rich. And
What you gonna do with your first $1 million? That
Yeah.
type of shit? Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, so I'm sure Florida State will continue to recruit them down this process. And it's gonna be our job to hold on to them because I mean it is, you know, you're talking about a guy out your backyard. So good get. Now we have to make sure we can lock it down and you know, just keep kid interested and you know, this recruiting thing, like it don't stop. That's why we don't stop. That's why we do a show every week of the year.
All right, it's real fluid, so we'll see. Definitely see how the season. We'll have to revisit a lot of this shit in November. To be honest with you, in regards to their plan of attack on certain stuff. But right now, I don't like it, especially for certain positions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it at all.
You think that guy? You can actually you can go ahead and get in your bag. I think that's all I got right now. Real quick before I pass the baton. There's some smoke about another possible commit coming up pretty soon. Maybe even this evening while we're recording. So we're gonna kind of try to keep the momentum rolling just a little bit more. Everything from here on out should be 4 stars.
Give people some hints, man.
I get a couple of names. You know, big time safety. That you know Patterson. That's been kind of buzzing a little bit, and there's been a little buzz also about the kid out west, the guard. He's like number 70 player or something like that. 247 rankings, 75.
Boy, about to run down on Florida State. Boy, they get some shit like that. Boy, they'll be on y'all ass, TJ. Pause.
Yeah, you know, one at a time. You know, like y'all say. You know, sometimes I get ahead of myself.
It better be some big fish because what Florida State got lined up here on out is big fish as well. So it got to be some big fish for sure to do that.
Yeah. You know, like y'all say,
they not
man,
looking for nothing but 5 stars from pretty much from here to the beginning of the season. They just hunt for 5 stars.
Oh boy. Oh man, you want to tell them, or should I? I don't think that's gonna work out for you. Like, I don't think that's gonna work, man.
Okay.
All right, hey, man. Good get. Anyway, God bless you.
Larion, wow.
I don't think it's gonna work, bro. It's just how I feel.
Well, who? I think they good with. I think they good with Lester. What you got with it?
Oh, Lester. Oh, yeah. Nah, I think they
one.
get Lester.
They ain't getting KJ. I don't think.
Nah, I don't think that's cracking. Jeremiah, that's probably
Jeremiah. I said to
the season
before the season. Yeah,
before. Okay. Yeah, y'all can get Lester. That's good, man. Y'all doing good, man. I'm proud of you. It's been a big turnaround, man. You know,
we good. We chilling, baby. It's just a couple more days holding out for. We gonna see.
Okay, big dog got they barking and shit.
Yeah, man.
Better bark outside the top 10, man. That's all.
Yeah. But the Afua kid, Papa Afua was it's kind of some buzz. I ain't, you know, but we don't know for sure. So we're gonna see. But I think they trying
have y'all tweeted any your coaches staff put out the weird video and shit yet?
That ain't happened yet. Y'all didn't get none of that.
Yeah, right. We'll know.
He do it 3 weeks in advance, so you know ain't no telling with that guy. Let me look right now. I'm gonna actually look live while we on air. Let me see if Dennis Smith done.
He ain't cranking that bitch, then.
Nah, I don't see
with enthusiasm too.
I don't see none. Chris. Oh, one thing I did forget one thing. I'm glad I looked on here. Chris Cole announced the top 8. You know, he's Rohan's nephew. I think it's got, I don't have it in front of me. I know Virginia Tech's on there, Georgia, us. I don't think neither one of y'all in that, right? Chris Cole. No. Oh yeah, y'all got y'all linebackers already wrapped up too.
Yeah, we out of there with linebackers.
Yeah. I don't remember it because I don't like 8. That's too many teams. Me number 1. Texas, I know in there. Yeah, that's too many teams. I don't be liking top 8s. Especially he been doing all this. He been going around. He done took officials. It's like 8 still in the race, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, no real indication there. Honestly,
this is the Marley kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't gonna miss. Rohan don't miss, man. Rohan got a good track record on the trail. Y'all should probably give him a job. Well, who got Ed Reed old job? Get that shit to Rohan.
I don't even know if Ed fired or what Ed up to. Ed been aloof since he got that job. So
Ed would still have that job and not have the Bethune job, but say he had it, right? He
I forgot about it. I totally forgot about it.
Of course he ain't got that job no more, man.
I forgot. Ed just cool enough. Anyways, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Pass it to the big dogs over there.
Hey, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. It don't cost nothing to like. Nothing but love. If you haven't liked yet, then you're probably a hater. What you got, CJ?
Get me one more time, dog.
Pause.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right.
I don't know what's up with me, man. Actually, I do. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was another interesting weekend for FSU starting off on Thursday. Jonathan Daniels, 4-star offensive lineman from Pensacola Pine Forest, ended up committing to FSU. Daniels chose the Noles over Kentucky, Georgia, and LSU. Visited the June 23rd weekend, and pretty much the vibes after that visit is he committed silently to the staff. Darius Washington was his player host. Long-time offensive lineman, plays pretty much everyone on the offensive line from center guard to tackle. Pensacola guy as well. They related and pretty much hit it off from the jump with the pairing of him being his host for the official visit. So really good relationship with the staff, really good relationship with Darius. Ended up committing. This is a guy that's been a long time on Coach Atkins' board, one of the top overall offensive linemen that Atkins was recruiting. So it's definitely good to go ahead and get him in the fold and locked up with his commitment. 6'3" to 6'4", but he has like 7-foot wingspan as far as arms. If you see the kid walk, you can just tell like his arms are, swinging below his knees, so to speak. And also, it's crazy. He's an athlete. The kid ran below a sub 12 in 100 meters for a big guy, which is pretty impressive. So good to go ahead and get Daniels locked in for the commitment of the offensive line. That was the first offensive line commitment for the 2024 class for FSU, but it wasn't anything that was short-lived. Literally the following day, Ty Hilton, 3-star offensive lineman for Ville, Florida, decided to go ahead and commit to FSU. He officially visited that weekend on the 23rd as well. And after that visit, things started trending in FSU's direction.
Y'all boys playing get like me.
What you mean?
Stacking up them threes, boy.
It was definitely a 3 you wanted.
Yeah. Well, yeah. One of them, man. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other
we took class ahead of them. I don't know. I can't think of all of them right now. I like how you just lied like shit too. That was funny. Talking about 6'3" to 6'4". How you either 6'3"?
One website to say 6'3", one website to say 6'4". So 6'3" to 6'4".
He's 6'1".
Nah, hell no.
They all lying.
6'1".
Nah, I'm teasing. I don't know. I know he think like he say he's 6'3", but he played tackle. And that's what y'all gonna play him at, right? Is that the?
He's gonna start it, but I think he's gonna be moved around as well. He's a guy that can play guard as well, so it won't be a big to move from the guard if need be. But due to his arms and quick feet, they think he could be a tackle.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, no pressure for Atkins to move you as the guard or anything like that. But yeah, Ty Hilton, I like this kid a lot. We kind of talk about him. We've been talking about him for a while, pretty much for the last month. Physical kid, athletic kid, moves really well. I like his frame. Just looking when he took the official visit, has really nice frame as far as offensive lineman that you feel like you can put some. He has no. The frame is
carrying no bad weight.
Yeah, no, not carrying the bad weight. With some offensive linemen, you can just tell it doesn't really look too proportionate, especially for that age and that level. But for him, looks like a guy that can put on some pretty decent weight. Committed to FSU over Florida, Miami, and Penn State. Took official visits to those 3 schools. I think it was more so a big 3 battle for a tie. But Manny, like I said, Manny and Penn State, they've been doing a good job of recruiting the state of Florida, man. Really good job. So I like Ty a lot. Get him in the class. I do know FSU is still going to recruit Jason Zanamella, the kid from Clearwater Academy that committed to USC over the summer. I don't think FSU is going to. How can I put it? You're not going to see any new names appear on the board. Put it that way. I think Coach Atkins is 100% good with the guys that he currently has, especially within the offensive line room. So he's not going to expand the board. He's just going to continue to recruit some of the guys that he had initially on the board, like Xander Malla. And it's another kid out of California, offensive tackle. Forgot his name. My apologies. But he ended up committing to USC as well. Get his name real quick, man. So
Yeah.
I think Atkins, with those two guys, they're going to continue to keep recruiting, but they're not going to be, hell bent if they don't flip or anything like that and try to, fill up within the class. So they're good on the offensive line room. Menace Etit.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, my apologies.
Yeah, don't stress it, man.
Yeah, you were struggling a little bit early with that one name too, man.
Hey, bro, I'm not an English teacher, dog. I'm a
Right.
podcaster, bro.
Even if you're an English teacher, these ain't English words. A lot of these names, like
No, they aren't.
What's the Key and Peele skit? When
oh
you pronounce the
yeah,
names?
Rex Terriers. Yeah,
That'd be me every show.
but that's how you know your recruiting getting better, especially when it's on that line. When you having some difficulty with these names, I'm like, oh yeah. That's what we need to be
Man,
at.
I think the
What type
recruit
of
service about to
guys?
update these German boys. They don't put Nick Saban got the German linebacker that was number 2. They done throw him in the top 300. Like real sneak. Like they don't even make no announcement. They done throw him in. He the number 2 player in Germany, and they got him ahead of the number 1 player in Germany. How that shit work? Why my guy ain't in the top 300?
Something's fishy.
Yeah,
Treachery is afoot.
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy work right there, bro.
I see the jig here.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, so Ty ended up
that's
committing
wild.
on a Friday, so that wrapped up the Friday news. And then on Saturday, yesterday, Mekhi Dancy, 4-star running back out of Florida High, elite sprinter, he ended up committing to FSU. Again, he was a guy that not committed, rather he visited on the 23rd. And word after that visit is, it was pretty much a wrap in regards to FSU. Just whenever he announced elite sprinter, man, this kid 200 meter state championship, 400 meter state championship. He recently just ran a 45.9 to 400, which is crazy. Like this kid is, the kid is fast as shit, man. But
Yeah,
just
he got
speaking of,
top elite. That's elite speed.
yeah, that's like next level shit. I really feel like this kid, depending on how he's going to run track at FSU, of course, but I think this kid, he could be an Olympic type of kid, man, especially in the 400. Like that's some elite type of shit there. 45.9 as a junior, so that's his junior time. So I think he could be a really, really good asset for FSU. And I like what FSU is selling in regards to the potential use of him, especially with Cam Davis. I feel like Cam Davis and Mekhi Dancy could be more so a Uber or a similar but more athletic combination to like Trey Benson and Lawrence toward Philly. I think those guys are real similar in what they could do and just bring different things to the offense. I think FSU is going to, Mike Norvell specifically is going to do some matchup things to get Danzy in one-on-one matchups so he can win and use his speed. I think the combination of those two is a really good complement to each other, and I like those two to wrap up the running back recruitment for this 2024 cycle. End up committing to us over FSU, over Florida, LSU, and Miami. I like this kid a lot. Like I say, elite speed, big time playmaker, local kid as well. That's something we haven't done well at recently. Is just keeping those Tallahassee guys, the elite Tallahassee guys that should be leaving, right? So the one name that I will mention, Raylan Wilson, a guy 4-star linebacker in the 2023 cycle. I don't feel like he should have left Tallahassee alone. Linebacker, going to Georgia. He's doing really good things at Georgia now as it is. This guy ran like a 10.9, 10.8 in 100 meters as a linebacker. So I feel like he goes to Georgia. You got those big defensive linemen in front of you. This shit is, he can eat and do what he want to do as far as, roaming the field and making plays. That's one guy I feel like hurt us a lot in regards to getting away. Those type of guys we can't let leave Tallahassee. And I feel like I don't think Danzy is on the level of Wilson, but at the same time, elite sprinter, world-class sprinter, you can't let that get out of town. So good job for locking him up, and also just the vision that they sold Danzy in regards to how he's going to be used in offense. Really did a really good job as far as selling that aspect to him as well. I thought it was pretty cool too. Now go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mentioned it on the show. We jumped into this. After we lost Chauncey Bowens to Georgia. He flipped. We did. That was one of the kids that I said that was on our board as far as trying to jump in and get and double back. But we were shut down at running back recruiting for a little minute until that happened. So we tried to double back, get Mekhi Danzy. He ended up committing to Florida State. But yeah, I think he's a all-purpose back type guy. Could play running back, do different things out of the backfield, line up as slot. Incredible athlete, good get.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think he could be a upscale toward Philly, like a elite speed toward Philly, which is damn good. You have something, Larion?
Yeah. You made me think about it real quick. So have y'all replaced Bowens? I can't remember.
Nah, we still
on the hunt.
We have to get right now. We got Kanan Daniels, who might end up being running back 1 right now. I think we gotta go get 2 backs. I know we want 1 out of the portal, just from what we gonna lose. I think we lose Cam Carroll. I know we lose Cam Carroll, and Montreal Johnson is gonna go pro. So we'll lose 2 backs. So we need to bring 2, 3 in. You want to keep 5 in that room. So I think we wanted to bring in 2 last year. We only got Webb to come through, so Trayon Webb. So I think we ended up getting a high school guy and a transfer guy when it's all said and done. I know the kid out of St. Thomas Aquinas who's committed to Ohio State. What's his name? Lyles.
Lyles.
Yeah. He's a kid that we're gonna recruit to the very end. Try to flip him. We'll see where we at with it. When we took him, when we took Kanan Daniels, our recruitment, we already had Chauncey Barnes. We were looking for 1 guy, and we was going to take the first to commit out of Kanan Daniels or Lyles. Kanan Daniels ended up popping, who I like a lot. I think he's gonna prove himself. He just plays that quarterback. He's quarterback in like a wing T offense, so he runs a lot himself, but he's not really playing pure running back. So that's gonna hurt his ranking a little bit as a pure running back. But I love Kanan Daniels a lot. I think we could either flip the guy from Ohio State, Lyles, and then we go get somebody out of the portal.
Gotcha. It's curious.
Last little point on Danzy, I thought his commitment video was really cool. He had Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward is he coaches out at Florida High. He's the head basketball coach at Florida High. Had Charlie Ward in his commitment video, giving him congratulations. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. That's a wrap up. Excuse me. At this point in time in June, that's 7 commitments for FSU. It was an early
July, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about June. Shit, my bad. I'm taking Florida Thunder. My bad.
No, we July too, though. Oh, we summer. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
The whole summer. So yeah, but my bad, July, right? So I said a couple shows ago, I think it could be around 7 commitments for July. We have 7 right now. It's a couple more lined up. I didn't think, well, not necessarily didn't think. It was a couple that popped that I wasn't so sure of at that point in time. So we're at 7 now. I think we get a couple more, maybe 1 more. We'll see how it plays out. Got a couple more announcements within this month. So FSU.
I need Dion to hobble his ass on that one wheel. Scoot down on y'all ass with that 5.
Venables came in here too.
I need Dion to scoot down there on y'all ass with that 5, man.
What he say about Prime? Venables been shooting from the hip, huh?
Man, yeah, he out there just, big Manny vibes. I'm like, all right, keep on.
What he say?
Damn out. You have to start backing some of that shit up, man. Talking about basically how he
can finally talk, man.
Pushed
Dabo won't let him say shit.
Never had a chance. He been the second gun forever.
Yeah.
Hell, before that he was with Stoops. So yeah, he been dying to get this shit off. Keep on with that WWE shit. You better back it up. But yeah, he was shooting at Dion about how he handled the kids in that situation or whatever. Yeah, it's just like, dog, handle your business. They ain't coming to talk to you about all these other teams, and you out here popping shit like y'all just whooping shit. All right. I seen this movie. The bad guy. Everybody points fingers at the bad guy.
That's Factoroni Tony.
But yeah, so we'll see what Dion do, man. I know Dion definitely going pretty hard for him.
Scoot down there.
You got a little scooter, right?
Yeah, the little knee scooter.
Yeah, the little knee scooter.
Oh,
shit. Scoot down on y'all with that 5, man. 1 foot and all, man.
We'll see what Dion do, man. But,
Colorado class. I'm about to look that up while we talking. Go ahead, bro. I'm just curious.
No, that shit ass. It ain't what the buzz been like at all.
People told
he needed to be hired before the games. What I was
absolutely.
He in troubles. A plural. He's in troubles.
That season definitely not gonna help.
Not at all, sir.
People crazy.
I'm praying for the brother though.
God bless him.
Definitely not.
Save me your prayers or something else. Huh?
Yeah, I'm praying for him with Lester. He got all my prayers for Lester, but outside of that, man, Prime got to do his own. He got to get his own prayer life.
Man, you better goddamn have Trav out there hooping, man. Shit gonna start looking real. Kamani gonna be coming back.
It's a big year for. We're gonna talk about that before the season kicks out, but it's a big year for Trav for sure.
Big, huge. He was ranked like somebody put him like at the #1 transfer. I'm like, based on what?
No, and I have not. I both that motherfuckers call me haters for stating damn obvious that the dang Travis Hunter should not be the #1 dang transfer Florida cornerback based off what he did in year 1 at Jackson State. Like there's no way in hell.
They going off his high school, bro. Like
that's all it was.
Ridiculous.
Like, how am I a hater for not thinking the #1 player in high school, not cross that over and letting the actual games be played? But it was a couple, not necessarily whiffs, but some guys that went elsewhere. Kevin Levy, I stated on the last show that I thought he'd be good to go for FSU. They ended up changing, and I thought it'd be Louisville for the team to win down his services for the second team.
Let Hova slide down on that foul on y'all, boy.
Nah, Hova got the foul slid down on him. He thought it was in the clear. He committed to Rutgers.
Oh, he committed to Rutgers?
Yeah, Kevin Levy committed to Rutgers.
Oh, I missed that whole shit, boy. The cush was big this weekend. I did not.
He committed to Rutgers. So yeah, he had a fight. Big Shiano slid down on him real decent, man.
Hey, that boy gonna be a baller, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't even think he sticks at Rutgers, right?
I don't know, but for what I'm hearing,
we're gonna see.
They made something pretty healthy. Yeah, that could happen, but Rutgers definitely they went all in for it. Let's put it that way.
They beat Louisville out, so they had to have that duffel bag correct.
They went all in for it.
Well, I'm telling everybody, Big Three, this is one that we all gonna wish we had when it all gets played in college football. 3-star not, but a lot of people gonna be saying, how did this kid get away? 600 meter kid, could play both sides of the ball, but I like him as a DB. Superior athlete, bruh. He's just twitched up. He still has, a lot to learn from each position. And once he gets to the right, system and they start developing him, he's gonna be a killer. I think he's gonna ball this year. He had Cardinal Newman. He around some other killers. Your boy Knight just transferred over there to Cardinal Newman. They're gonna have a stick, man. So we're gonna see what's up with it. I think that kid's gonna get some bigger offers. He's gonna fly up some boards, I think, this season. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I could see bigger teams coming at him. But yeah, I know Rutgers, they definitely put their best foot forward. Like you said, beat out Louisville.
Corey Raymond. They had to have a good. Corey Raymond was like, we like you, but we want you to work out in person and see where we at with it. I think him, Teddy Foster, and the Denson kid out of Rhode Island were all in that same bag. And I guess that bag was so good, he was like, man, work out for your mama, boy. I'm straight. But he never came back for that workout.
I don't dance. You see the film.
Right.
You know who I am.
Quick stalling.
But man, come work out. Okay, all right. Okay, hold on. I'm on the way. Colorado is currently 60 with 8 commits. Yeah. They do have 2 4-stars. So yeah,
all that hype and shit about doing it now. I mean, I'm not going to, because he could jump out and grab Lester, cool. But even if he do grab Lester, like it wasn't.
We're gonna move you to 48.
Right? Yeah, how they was talking, bro. Just not necessarily how they were talking, just the media hype behind it. Like,
the media hype.
This was gonna be, but it's a little different.
Our culture was thinking. I mean, we kept saying like nobody hating. He chose a difficult path. It's not like he left Jackson State to go Power 5 for a solidified program. He went to some shaky shit in a town that ain't got no football richness locally. He got his football ties in the Southeast, so he's still out here trying to grab kids.
Middle of nowhere, it's tough to get people there.
He put himself in a pickle a little bit with that job.
I told y'all where it should have been at. I want to hold too long on it.
Yeah.
USF would have been a problem. I'm glad.
Oh, absolutely,
would have been a problem.
And I think it would have been a nice one more stepping stone. I think that'd have been a nice in between.
And it could have been easy. It could have been a easy transition as well, to where you could win quickly there.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, we just kind of staying with, looking around, looking at the landscape.
Tampa nice. He could have got them G's in Tampa.
Oh, sure, for sure.
A cat like Kevin Levy never leaves the state.
Right.
Rutgers or Louisville wouldn't even have a shot at all.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, we ain't hating on Dion, bro.
Just feel like it was a better opportunity elsewhere,
Yeah.
so it's looking real tough. Moving forward a little bit, like I said, we had 7 commits, but Kevin Levy ended up going elsewhere. He wasn't the guy at this point in time. Was that I don't feel like it was a take for whatever reason. And D-Rod just DM'd me, man. He had shot me some of the quotes that Venable said about Dion, so we'll read them off real quick.
Mm.
You know, I gave,
D-Rod.
which I kind of
We gotta put D-Rod on payroll soon.
Yeah, that
D-Rod
boy
be
be-
coming through, man.
My guy.
Which I kind of understand. Which every coach they're gonna do shit different in regards to building their program, rightfully so. But I do see where Venable's kind of is coming from at this point. I gave guys 12 months of grace. I was unlike Dion. I gave guys 12 months of grace to figure it out. Here's the 3. You go to class. You live right off the field, and you show up, man, and you show up with respect. Which I kind of understand what he's going for in regards to giving 12 months of grace in regards to, hey, if you're going to be here, try to get, if you're going to be here, that's fine. And then, you're just going to do things in regards to how I want to do it, running my program, this, that, another. You can be a part of that. We'll see how it plays out within a year. If you like it, if I like, whatever it may be, but you get that year of grace to try to figure it out, because at this point in time, you're not necessarily my players, but I inherited you to be my players. You're my team now. So we can try to make it work and go forward. And if it don't work, it doesn't work. Just kicking guys off from the jump. I don't know, but like I said, every coach that shit is kind of crazy, right?
That is
crazy. I mean, everybody you gotta give kids some grace. You gotta give players some grace. You gotta give them room to develop the kids that are there. You can't just. I understand the fans want to just see overhauls, but it's an actual real life element to all of this. And I like what Venable said, man. I like that he's being aggressive with what I'm saying, with his values and how he want to move his program. You know what I'm saying? Him taking shots at Miami. He got to solidify himself as a guy. Yeah, Oklahoma. You ain't
going to the
the expectations sky high now.
Right. You gotta solidify yourself, man. So I like him making a voice for himself a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what he had for as far as Dion. But let's move forward. A couple other guys. We spoke about JoJo a little bit. Not JoJo, I'm sorry. Jeremiah Smith a little bit. I don't have too much information for the 29th. I have more information on the coming shows, but he is a guy that has been announced that will be on FSU campus for the July 29th event. And a lot of people talking about he'll be there for 2 days. Now, I heard news that guy's going to be a 3-day visit, not 2 days. So he's going to be on campus kicking it for a little bit. And also Luke Cromahawk, he's going to be on campus too, man. So Luke trying to. That's one thing I will give Luke. He's been doing what QBs ones, typically do.
Supposed to do,
right? Yeah. He's been aggressive and doing some things. I did hear he also may go down to Charles Lester's commitment on the 29th as well. So Luke has been doing some. Oh no! See, I don't. That's Luke ain't about to pull up unless he.
I've traveled those roads. As a matter of fact, I built them.
Hey Charles, what up? It's Luke,
pioneer of those roads, son.
Yeah, everything good, man. We about to gas up and hit 95 South real quick before we go on this goddamn road. But I need to know what's going on, man. You need to put gas in this car, this, that, another. If you got to go,
I do that shit anyway. What you gonna do? Whoop my ass?
Yeah, Luke might whoop him, man. But
bro, I did the courtesy call and all, bro. I talked to money moms. I'm thinking everything's everything. Bro. Oh man, all right. Hey Luke, if you listening, bro, hit me up. I give you some good advice, man, from your uncle.
Hey, Luke may pull up to his commitment, but he's been doing a good job in regards to
being vocal.
Being vocal, being the leader of the class, so to speak. So Jeremiah's going to be on campus. We'll see how that plays out. This is the second time he's been on FSU campus this summer, and he does have the official visit locked in for the Miami game.
Jeremiah, I started to think Jeremiah ain't got no place to stay.
Bro,
he never home.
He running bags up. I don't know what y'all think going on.
Oh, I know, it's just funny.
He running bags up, bro.
I know that's what's happening, but I was just like, dog.
All these visits
never home.
I don't know if he's running bags up or not, but I will say Battles in is definitely ready for whatever.
Man, they running bags. I know he pulling up in the game too. I know what time. I know what they got going on. He running bags up, and I like it. But every visit, I don't care if they say official visit, unofficial visit. When Jeremiah Smith pull up, it's an official visit every single time, man.
Yeah.
That's the treatment he gonna get. He may not report it that way and let y'all know, but that's the vibes, man. So
He done took 2 officials to FSU this summer. We got one more lined up, baby.
About it,
yeah,
man.
yeah. They got
Burn all
Phil
along.
on standby. He just finna.
Oh yeah, when homecoming is, make another official that weekend too, baby. We can line that up too.
I know the Joker got
knock
some
down some elite Chiefs and then head on to Buckeye country, man. Nasty work.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
Business is the business, man.
I'm
You gotta be in it to
cool
win it,
with that.
man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like what just hearing things behind the scenes. Everybody somewhat feels okay about Jeremiah Smith. I know Miami does as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel good just from some things I heard. That's why I think he playing games, because too many people feel good.
Everybody feel good, yeah.
Right.
But see, again, like I said though, he's one of them guys. I'm perfectly fine with it though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why
He's
the
that
guy
type
this
of talent.
motherfucker here? Take him across the track as a fan, whatever he may be. He stick with Ohio, so I'm cool with that. But is that slim
First
chance
off,
because he's one of them? He's one of them ones.
First off, it ain't my money. I'm telling people to do with their money. I mean, I kick in my
your money
little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I kick a little bit in. Yeah,
a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I do my little part.
Subscription.
Yeah, I find. Yeah, I do No, I do the $58 to the Canes collector.
Whoa, boy, God.
Yeah, $58 a month, man.
You can start a Florida prepaid plan for one of these unfortunate kids around here, man.
You get tours of the stadium and all, bro. You get everything down there in Miami.
Y'all making fun of me. I see what's going on. Hey, for like a half a second, I thought I would take y'all ass.
And that's another. Real quick though, fellas, let's talk about this for a second. And this will be a little quick conversation. Not finish up wrapping up my portion, but I saw some timeline. Someone brought it up. It's a very good point. The fucking university and schools done finessed out of paying again, bro. And they put the onus back on the fucking fans and the university shit. Stacking money, instead of getting money and income coming in. Now the fans paying for these NILs and this, that, and another.
They keep getting y'all.
It's not a finesse. I know what's going on.
Finesse. They it's a sad story and all. Like, you guys need to contribute. No, they need to unionize and get shit from y'all. Y'all got $1 billion deals.
Exactly.
Y'all got all the money. The real money is not NIL. The real play is a union, and y'all coming out of that TV money and giving the players some of that.
Yeah, someone brought that up in news.
It made me think a little Larion keep his $58 in his pocket.
Right. we talking about regular people, regular jobs. These universities got millions and they get more millions on top of that. So that was a good point. This NIL stuff pretty much just they did a
desperate times
and they put it right back on the fans to pay.
Bro, they said they just sit back in the cut. You know how at Westbrook eating a little shit on the side. That's the NC. That's the colleges right now. They just vibe.
That's all they doing.
They know
money in their pocket.
The passion at the collegiate level is different. Right. You know, people care differently.
And they gonna pay. And you care with your wallet,
right? And they gonna pay. That's why I'm at with it right now.
My wallet.
I care
about my wallet to buy shit like this to wear it. I can't. I
contribute that way.
I got kids through college.
This ain't gonna go forever.
Well, I'm not contributing that kid to drive that damn Hellcat when I ain't driving the Hellcat.
Bro, coming through the big. I
need my Hellcat first, baby.
They got the big chains and shit, man. Give me my $58 back, bro. Yeah. The chains is too crazy.
These kids is going crazy out there, isn't it?
But it's crazy though. With that being said, though, if you guys do, man, make sure you sign for Battles In. Make sure you guys get that
Florida victorious.
Right.
Every dollar counts, man.
Right. Sign up tomorrow, baby. We need all that. Last thing I got before I get out of here with my talk, KJ Bolden's been a lot of FSU smoke with KJ. Chad Simmons came out and wrote a piece that he thinks FSU is the leader. I will say after that official visit he took in June, and I said this before, things start to change as far as his recruitment. I think FSU is a real player for his services. And I also said this on the show too. His August the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, commitment date, even if it's not FSU, I'm not holding that too serious to the belt. I think that's going to be a December recruitment to the end. I think he's a guy that's going to, even if he commits to whoever, he did say he's going to take his official visit to FSU for the Miami game. So I think FSU is in a good spot, even if they don't get his commitment for this upcoming date within a couple of weeks. I think don't lose your shit. Just let it play out. But there's been some smoke that, this October 5th date could be some good news. So we'll see how it plays out. I don't want to say that just yet, but other people are reporting it. So I think 247, Noles 247, something within their camp. I don't know which one it was. They feel like the same thing, pretty much piggybacking off of what Simmons said. I don't want to say that just yet, but I will say, and I've been saying FSU is in a very good spot, and it's not just bullshit. They're a legit contender for boldness commitment. So we'll see how that plays out.
The defensive side of the ball. So if you're a Florida State fan, make sure you love yourself
We
properly.
got Leicester. It's gonna be Leicester the week before that. Cage the week after that. My boy Sir Tan. My boy Sir Tan shoot off like that.
Oof.
Do it again, dog.
Shit.
One more.
He been practicing the Georgia shit.
Yeah, he been practicing.
I've been a big dog. Y'all seen me in the flesh. Been a big dog.
Shit, man.
But no,
a big dog.
It's interesting too in regards to.
Bulldogs don't bark like that.
In regards to, I think I'm not gonna say I think I don't want to speak about other universities, but I think FSU's their pitch to him is going to be really unique in how they're going to use him on the field. It's going to be different. I don't think a lot of teams are pitching this to him, and I think that kind of got his ear as well. And also, we competitive. Let's put it that way, man. We're real competitive when it comes to business.
That's what's up.
But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'm pretty sure the closer we get, we'll have more information on that either way.
Yeah, we took that 5-2 with that business.
Man, keep that thing on me too.
Right, keep it on me too.
Yeah. Now Bulldog bark is like it's like it's a weird like little
cough.
Some soft shit.
Yeah, but that's how they bark. Yeah, it's not very. Bulldogs don't usually have a very vocal.
The bite ain't about shit neither.
I don't know. The motherfucker ain't gonna bite me. Find out. Take your word for it.
All right, slobbing and got fat mouths. Slobbing out fat mouth.
Must be selling wood.
Sleeping all day and shit.
Yeah. No, that's all I got though, man. I know it's a couple other guys. Booker Pickett Jr. He's a guy, a defensive end out of Tampa, Florida. I think it's out of Miami, FSU, Ohio State, and maybe another team. I'm not sure of the fourth team, but he's a guy that's going to be going into the season as well. He's in no rush. He's going to be taking visits as well. So I think he that
interested in us.
Oh yeah.
No, we already got the legacy tie there. And it ain't really. I hadn't heard much buzz at all since.
But see, with him, he been chilling though. He took a summer visit to us, but he even said after his interview when he took a visit to us in June, you know, I'm chilling. I ain't really rushing this process. It's gonna be drawn out within the fall. So
okay,
I don't even think y'all you know.
I'm gonna tap in and see
saying,
how we recruiting.
Yeah, you know more than me in that regard. But just because the action hasn't been, you know, publicized or anything like that doesn't mean it. I think he isn't in the rush to decide in the first place.
I could have swore somebody told me like the interest wasn't as mutual, but I'll look into it. I'll see what's up with that one.
That's all I got, fellas.
Already. Yeah, I do think. Shout out to Anthony in the comments, man. You gotta watch Chad Simmons, man. The boys be on their click hunts, man.
Yeah, at the same time, I forgot who we whiffed on recently that we was, and Chad was the first report on that shit, I think.
Was somebody Georgia?
I don't think it was Georgia, but it was someone we got all the smoke for coming in. We had a lot of smoke for coming in, and then Chad dropped the nugget, and then sure enough, the rest of the country started following their crystal balls. I have to go back and look it up, but it was a guy recent that was leaning towards FSU that ended up going to another school.
Yeah, just on some one time for my peoples at State Farm Insurance and AlanHorneInsurance.com. Be sure to visit them at AlanHorneInsurance.com. If you're in the states of Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, or Alabama and need home, auto, or life insurance, or you give them a call at 706-692-2888. Again, that's 706-692-2888, AlanHorneInsurance.com. Florida alum, pitcher, grew up Florida with some Florida State parents in the Panhandle, upgraded his life, man. Support that brother as he support us.
No doubt.
Some quick stuff, man, before I get out of here. Just from what I'm hearing around campus and you know what I'm saying, with some players on the team, summer workouts. Devin Moore is going to be a ball player. He just got to stay healthy. The whole DB room is looking, them guys are chemistry-wise, communication-wise. Corey Raymond is running that room by himself. He don't have to share with Patrick Toney anymore. So I'm hearing the chemistry, the workouts. I'm expecting elite things out of that room. Devin Moore, Jason Marshall, and Jalen Kimber can all basically be starters. You know what I'm saying? I got Devin Moore, who looks 6'3". Like we got some big defensive backs in that room. Miguel Mitchell's easily 6'2", and Devin Moore is towering everybody. He had to grow an inch or two since he got on campus, but he's easily 6'3", maybe taller. looking very lean and good and in shape. We just need him to keep that shoulder in place this year. And he's gonna eventually, before he leave University of Florida, I think he gets a break outside. Jason Marshall, who's going to the media day. We have media day this Wednesday, which is the 19th. All the guys will be in Nashville. Kingsley Ugakun. I got that. I think I got that. So Kingsley will be there. Jason Marshall will be there, and Ricky Pearsall. I like that trio from a leadership standpoint.
Hey, Ricky.
Yeah.
White boy Rick.
Back to the DB room. The young guys are going to play as well. Keem Jackson, Sharif Denson, Aaron Gates, all those guys are going to get playing time. Jordan Castell, I'm hearing that he may start cracking into the starting lineup a little bit, man. Hearing great things about him. But all the freshmen, I think DBs are going to play this year to some capacity. I don't know about start, but they definitely play. If one is going to start or crack the depth chart and start getting starting type snaps, it'll be Jakeem Jackson. Just hearing from Graham Mertz, I'm close to doing. I also got a new NIL show on the way. Beyond the Chump. We setting this thing up. We're gonna shoot a pilot this week. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to scale this thing out to Florida State and Miami. We got some plans on the way, but just getting this show together. We're trying to get Graham Mertz. You're talking to people around him. He's just super locked in. Having been outside the building, they say he's pretty much turned the building into his apartment. So we'll see how that plays out for him during the season. But I'm hearing that mentally and from a leadership standpoint, he is locked in. Shamar James, who had a good freshman year last year, I'm expecting him to be a household name by the end of the season. Game 1, Cam Rising is going to feel his presence early and often. If he's playing, because I'm hearing Cam Rising may try to give it a go 7 months post ACL surgery. And if he do, I already know Armstrong about to send them dogs at him. But Shamar James is going to be a machine. I was around him in Atlanta, just from a intellect standpoint, talking about the game, and me hearing how he's locked in and physically, bro. He can run. I think he's a lot like Harold Perkins. Not the same. They play different positions, but I think he can chase down quarterbacks and move with the same type of athleticism. So I expect a big year out of Shamar. We'll see. Camp is on the way. Health-wise, Michael Mazuka, a transfer from Baylor, one of the top transfers in the country. He got hurt in spring and was out. He's back healthy alongside offensive lineman Cameron Waits and Jaden Farmer. Those guys will be playing backup roles, but we are going to have to depend on them for depth. So those guys are back, man. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll talk some more of what I'm hearing on next show, but that's just what I'm hearing camp-wise leading up. Summer workout-wise. That's it. Y'all boys got any gyms like that y'all can add before we get up out of here? Or
nah, pretty much got
no.
Last show, I dropped some of the nuggets like that or anything in regards to this past week. We had more. We're getting closer, so the more, and this is the time you put the most work into in regards to the upcoming season. So the more smoke I hear in regards to how those boys are looking and workouts and who's performing what and who's looking to be primed for what moving forward going into camp, will definitely drop them as well.
Yeah. I don't even know who's going to the barbecue, cuz Mario won't drop the menu. He like to keep shit on the low. So
what are you scared of?
Nah, nobody, man. Just, real gangsters moving in silence, man. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
that's just how he like to move.
He get people in the thousands. He could tell us who them people going to be. We don't even know.
No, because some of them might supposed to be somewhere else. That's like people tagging me on Facebook posts. I'd be like, no, bro. I told somebody I was going to be somewhere else, bro. Don't ever tag me.
It'll never make the survey. It'll never make the feed, man. You got features for that. You just, no.
Yeah, I learned to block it later, yeah.
I got to approve that.
Yeah, I learned to block that later.
I know what I want to ask y'all before I got out of here. So we got Darrell Reeves and Asante Samuel in this is my shit. I like these boxing matches by washed athletes and other sports or celebrities. This is my bag. Darrell Reeves. Yeah, they boxing. Darrell Reeves, Asante Samuel. Who y'all got, man?
Reeves.
Darrell.
Y'all got Darrell. Give me Asante, man. I got
Asante in that one.
I gotta go to Florida, boy. Bro.
What's the tail of the tape?
Asante like 1-0. I think he already done this shit before, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
Size-wise.
Tail of the tape. Yeah, I think Reeves will have the reach.
Reeves a bigger guy.
Right.
But at the same time, Reeves probably been doing shit either, man. So it could be pretty
He
interesting.
might get washed up.
Do you want to get punched? Can you get punched in your shit and be all right with it? You know what I'm saying?
That's a different animal, man. That's one thing I learned a long time ago when it comes to fighting. It be some strong dudes, man, but they got some got glass jaws.
Reeves is only 5'11".
Okay, shit.
I'd probably say Reeves because he was the more physical guy, especially when it came to gym, using his arms and hands too. So just based off that, I'd go Reeves, but we'll see.
Damn, I do want to see this, man.
5'10", 5'11".
They neck and neck.
I think like body wise,
Reeves more
pre-pause. Reeves is a thicker guy, you know what I'm saying?
I can see that. Who you want on the what's another DB boxing match you would like to see, man? The washed guys that are they done with the athletic career.
I want to see Jalen Ramsey windmill somebody else.
Hey, you seen that shit with Jalen?
You lobbed that joke up. I had to do it.
Y'all seen that clip of Jalen hooping with them substitute teachers out there?
A little bit.
It was going crazy. No, he was going crazy.
No. Jalen.
I'm taking nothing away from his actual game.
Nah, Jalen won.
But it was funny because I was like, nobody can possibly guard this man anyway.
Oh, no.
But yeah, he was.
I was more so looking at the dunks he was doing.
Yeah, he dunking. He pulling up J's.
I was looking at the weight they're playing with us. Their playing weight, Reeves had about like 15 pounds.
Okay. I don't know. And you kind of sway me a little bit too. So, because I don't know, Reeves just look nicer. I don't know. I think Asante got a little more dog in him. In that sense.
And I think he been working out in boxing for a little minute now. This ain't his first rodeo.
Chip on his shoulder too. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing.
He promoting it and shit. Reeves promoting it.
Different vibes with it, right? Something really
different vibes. I think Reeves probably forgot he had a fight. He vibing a little bit, man. Something dead ass serious.
Could get ugly.
It ain't a DB matchup, but it's DB versus wide receiver. I like to see Cortland Finnegan and Andre Johnson.
Nah, you don't need to see that again.
Yeah, I do.
Especially not boxing. Oh, man.
Yes, I do.
That was a crazy matchup.
Dre the big guy with long arms, too, man.
That's exactly what I want to see. Oh, man.
No, Dre is such a gentle giant, bro. To see him snap like that, I can't imagine what Cortland type
he was saying some bullshit.
Cortland was one of them guys.
And also, that shit was festering over. That shit was a
Right. It's been a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a whole offseason like boiling up. Like, I can't wait to see this motherfucker again.
Yeah.
I can tell Dre probably told him, you got one more time. Real cool. Like you say, Gentle Giant, you got one more time.
Dre barbecued me in high school, man. It's a different type of cat. He looked just like that in high school, too.
Yeah.
Arms, all that shit. Like, bro, this is a grown-ass mechanic or some shit.
Check this man birth certificate.
For real.
He coming out there. Where your son at?
Coach ain't called man press all season. All of a sudden, Corey, man press.
Press?
Lost your damn mind. What? Get this man a good 8 yards.
Yeah, come on, get out of here.
Facts.
That's funny.
That's all I got for what you call the coach got fired for the hazing shit. That's the only other national news.
I'm gonna be 100. I did not follow up on that story at all. Yeah,
nah, that shit was wild, bro.
What you heard?
I couldn't find anything that was saying what the actual hazing was.
Dog, so I was like, what the fuck he got fired for? Like, it couldn't be that damn big of a deal. You know, hazing happens, this, that, and other. But them boys is pretty much sexually assaulting these guys, tying the dude down, and pretty much dry humping and doing some other shit in regards to some sexual activities, man. Now hazing. And so, seriously, man. So if it was an issue too, and they called it a certain word too, and if it was an issue, like if a cat being bullshit in practice or something like that, Fitzgerald to get the leaders like a look, like, yeah, that motherfucker need a little bit of
dry hump,
little dry humping to get right. Yeah, man.
This is some wild.
So here's the fire.
Yeah, get him out of here, man.
Shit, man.
Nah, there's a couple guys, like former players, man. That of course they remain anonymous, but they were pretty much saying like it was some crazy shit going on.
Let me ask you a question, C. So you had the crib, right? You chilling, and your son called you and like, "Hey, pops, I think I need to report something." These players hazing and dry humping me. What you gonna tell them?
That's a good damn question. Like first,
that fire, boy.
Right? How you get that? How you get that position? The first goddamn play. That's my first question, bro.
Fuck you calling me, boy. You don't take your ass down.
Look at CJ victim blaming.
Right, bro. No, I'm definitely victim blaming, bro.
Yeah. You definitely victim blaming my son. We ain't going
So son, is his jaw still in place?
Right.
How did you break it? How many teeth did you lose?
Exactly.
I'm thinking that type of.
I got to bail you out.
Right.
Am I bailing you out? What happened?
Right.
I'll be honest with you, and I'm
We
not
got to hit
even,
the portal and find a new school. That
Right.
shit like that.
I'm not even exaggerating. I don't believe, man. I believe if these jokers tie me up and dry hump me, man, you probably gonna have a mass shooting on your hands, bro. Like
I just can't come back to practice.
It's not gonna be the end of that shit. Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's.
It's not gonna be. Oh, you did that. No, we cool and we
Because
up.
that's beyond trying me, man. You sexually assaulted me, man.
You're not gonna tie me.
That's
up.
literally
A
what those
team
guys are doing.
of men sexually assaulting me, man. Somebody got
When you think
it's
about
fire
it, bro,
behind
like,
that.
and they say it was mostly tailored towards freshmen. When we think about it, but if you get 3 to 4 of these big guys and
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
to be done, bro, which is crazy.
Right. There's other ways to haze, man. Don't sexually assault me, man.
Ain't no way to
Then
haze.
you got the head coach, man. Hey, man, you know that freshman ain't do what we're supposed to do, right?
All right.
Go on, get in the locker room and do what
Too
y'all
many
do.
helmets around here for y'all to be playing me like that, bro. I don't care if you're a D lineman, offensive lineman. It's too many helmets. I'm gonna make shit happen. I promise you.
Somebody getting a knot on their
Grabbing
ass.
something.
Sure.
I'm grabbing something. I don't know what it is, but I'm grabbing something.
That's facts.
Yeah. That's. I'm glad it didn't get that bad. To be
I was in
honest.
the same boat. Like, well, why the hell did they fire this man? Like Fitzgerald, damn good coach. You know this, that, and another. Read it
Right before the season.
Right before the season. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that means they had to do it. They want to know, they're gonna push it as long as they can to try. But and when we talking about sexual assault, bro, like I really am, like I really ain't joking. Like that could have been really, really bad, man. You could have saw another campus shooting, and then it's because a kid snapped, because he was sexually assaulted, man. So I'm glad it did not go that far.
Michael Parsons did some shit like this at Penn State, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah. There was talk about that. Yeah, that's wild stuff, man, and that's
diabolical.
Yeah, that's beyond the game.
Wow, bro.
Keep that shit between the lines, man.
Like all the women on campus, y'all want to dry hump. Like, all right, man, let me get out.
Yeah.
It's time to end the conversation.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, shout out to consensual sex, man. That's it. I'm out. That's all I got today.
That's a take.
Yeah, for sure.
Good shout out.
In the show, Silk.
All right. Any shout outs? Hey, shout out to everybody hanging out with us. We definitely appreciate y'all. Each and every Sunday we're gonna be here kicking it, man. The season's on the horizon. Y'all already know we turn up for no cap on Sundays. The website is on the way. I promise you. I have the keys in my hand right now. We've been doing our tutoring of the website, learning it. So we're gonna launch this thing this week sometimes. Y'all vibe with us. Subscription and subscribing is going to be free for the main part of the board. So definitely come subscribe with us and hang out with us. We're going to carry them big 3 vibes right to the message boards. But that's all I got, man. I appreciate all the fans, everybody that rocking with us.
Dope.
It's the roll up. It's the vibes. We out.
Peace. How many hits does it take till you get to the center?
Yeah, this shit don't be quick. Be lingering a little bit, man.
Unleash the dragon. Cisco has some wild